What's up, YouTube? Coming at you again. Wanted to talk about some topics on my mind, as far as the trope of the modern dating. Instead of pimping and pandering, we're going to call this simping and slandering. There's a lot of, I would say, tomfoolery on the other side of the internet, where it talks about, modern women are these divas. And it says that because, the women of yesteryear had to put up with so much from the men of yesteryear, right? That even though we could say that, a lot of these women were well taken care of, they were able to be housewives, they were able to be stay-at-home moms. Obviously, they had more children. Well, some did, especially, in our grandparents' generation, if you're as old as I am. A lot of them had a lot of children, and, so they had the rearing of children wasn't as easy as what it might be today with 1 or 2, maybe even 3 children, for the modern housewife, right? But they also didn't have a lot of rights because they didn't have their own money, right? But, at the same time, women of yesteryear controlled the purse strings of the house, right? Papa come home and give his whole check because that's all he had, right? So he was giving everything he had to take care of his children and take care of the household. So, when you think about that in comparison, when someone's giving everything, that means even if somebody's giving you more, right? Let's say you got a guy who's giving you $1,000 more than your guy, but your guy's giving you everything. There's a Bible verse that references that. It talks about a lady who is giving her last, versus somebody who's giving more, and it was like, well, that's everything she has in the world. That's what Jesus said, which is more than anything else somebody was giving, even if it was $1,000 or 10,000 coins, because this person gave their last. And that's what you had in yesteryear. You had Papa was giving their very, very last to their wives to take care of their family. They worked all day, came home and gave their last. So Big Mama, knowing that, gave Papa a little bit of leeway, I would say, or put up a lot more because A, the opportunities weren't there, obviously, and B, he was giving everything he had to take care of her and the children that they created. Right now, so I'm not one of the people that's going to say that everything in yesteryear was easy for women, but I'm not also going to say that I don't think the alternative, which is what we have today, is a better situation. For example, if you look at just specifically the black community, the marriage rates reversed completely, right? So at one point it was almost 75% of black families were married. So, and now you have the reverse, where almost 75% are unmarried, right? And what we noticed by that, the adopting of modern traditional values instead of the old traditional values, is that the rearing of children have suffered, right? So when you rearing children in a non-two-parent household, obviously things are a lot more difficult as far as monetary wise, but also just the trauma that comes from not having both parents in the home, right? Look at both parents in the home contributes to a lot more of the delinquency that you see in children, whether it be, a myriad of reasons, and it just is not conducive to the successful rearing of the child. But modern women have been told they can do everything, right? They don't need help. Big Daddy government will come in and swoop up and pick up the slack. But like I referenced in another video, there's no longer a village either. So now you have no village, there's no father in the home, and the children are left suffering because of that, right? So what I would say to anyone who thinks that we're in a better off position, and that women today, due to hookup culture, modern values, are in a better position than the women of yesterday's traditional values, I would actually point out that they're absolutely wrong. There's nothing stating that the black community is better off today with the modern values that we have today than we were in yesteryear. So it's just my thoughts. I just want to get on here, make a quick video. If you agree or disagree, please comment, like, and subscribe to the video. Even if you don't agree, please let me know what your opinion is on it. Until next time, YouTube.